Look how high that shoots you. Holy shit, that looked nice. I not pass him on a lap. Okay, I'm riding like a donkey, man. What's going on? I usually change it in about a week or two. That guy deserved to die. Get out of here. What's going on, everybody? We're here back with another video on Legends. This time we're at 2023 Unadilla, which I actually went to in real life. So in today's video, I'm going to do a track showcase, talk about the real life races, maybe do a lap in the rain after, and yeah, so let's hop in a race and see what's going on. Alright, so here we are, 2023 Unadilla. This has always been my favorite track in real life and in the MXers ATV games. I think the track's location allows for the layout to be insane. It's always phenomenal, and it's an amazing race to watch in real life. With the 2023 version in the game, they made the track a bit more rough, as they usually do, added more berms, and there is a bit of a layout change after these sky shots. So we're going to do a lap here, and then we'll let the AI go back by, and then we'll have some battles with them. Man, I love Unadilla. This jump's so... I love throwing a nice fat whip over this. Look at that American flag and everything. Such a cool jump. The AI is not too bad on this track, but they're not good, of course. You can pull about 10-15 seconds in a lap. I'm riding like shit right now. One thing I did with this game, I turned my FPS down to 60 instead of 120 or higher. Because if you have it on a high FPS, you can't throw quick scrubs like that, and the bike gets way too heavy, so I recommend anybody turn that down. They did a pretty good job with the track this year in this game. The only thing I would change, obviously this one section coming up that they didn't end up running in real life. And there's also a section going up the hill where it's a bit inaccurate, but I think they'll change that within the next couple weeks like they usually do. The sky shot's much better in this version too. It shoots way higher in the air for a sick-ass whip. Yeah, this section wasn't in real life. I think they had it in the plans and they took it out. But after the corner right here, this section's pretty inaccurate. Like, it's really... there's like massive rollers going up the hill. In real life, it's pretty much smooth sailing, so I think they will change that. At least I hope they do. The screw you section, man, this section in real life is so steep. Your calves are on fire if you're trying to walk up it. This whole track in real life, you're getting a good leg workout with how steep the hills are and everything. Alright, hitting every goddamn SpongeBob in sight. I did a few laps before this and I was doing good, but of course, whenever I record shit, I gotta mess up. So let's let the AI go back by. So we got 5 laps, then we'll have some sick battles with them. This section right here is the little VIP area. That's actually where I was right here. I watched a lot of the starts from that corner by the tower there on the ground. So you might see me on TV if you care to find me. That's where I pretty much was for all the starts. Alright, so the AI's all gone by. But pretty friggin' slow still, but whatever. Let's see if we can actually not pass them on a lap. Okay, I'm riding like a donkey, man. What's going on? Let's put a good lap in here. The gravity cavity section in real life is such a cool spot to sit at. I might throw up some pictures or videos of what I got in real life in this video, maybe. But when they're jumping down the hill there, they are jumping like 2 feet away from you. It's insane. Alright, I don't know what the hell happened there. That was a goofy looking animation. Already catching up to the back of the pack here. That guy ate shit. But if you haven't gone to a real life race, I highly recommend it. It's such an awesome experience. I'm actually going to Bud's Creek and Ironman. The last 2 rounds I'll be going to those, so that'll be pretty cool. That jump in real life was so cool to watch Sexton and Lawrence hit that jump. It was such a nice fucking camera shot. This sky shot jump though, it's my favorite jump on the track. Look how high that shoots you. Holy shit, that looked nice. Okay, sliding over everything. What am I doing? Yeah, this hill right here is there's way too much roughness going on with it. It was not like that in real life. I bet that will be changed though. They usually change it in about a week or two. That guy deserved to die. Get out of here. One thing I will say is Hayden Deegan's bike was by far the loudest, especially in the first moto. So it doesn't surprise me that his bike had some sort of issue and he DNF'd, because especially when he was coming through this section right here, his bike was revving so loud. I don't know if it's just the way he rides or what, but it was Obviously surprised that his bike blew up on him or whatever happened, but at the same time, you kind of seen it coming. I'm also a little disappointed with how Vial rode. He was pretty much nowhere in both motos. I think in the first moto he might have went down or something because he was really far back at one point. But yeah, he just didn't have the pace. I think in the second moto he was running with, was it Forkner and Voland for most of the moto. But in the first moto he was pretty much nowhere, so I was a little disappointed to see him kind of off the pace. But Deegan and Lawrence had a good battle there in the first moto. Cooper was absolutely on rails in the second moto. He was gone. Joe Shimoda made it pretty interesting. DeFrancisco, I think if he can get better endurance, he's going to be a title threat in the next few years because he has the pace to run up front for a couple laps, and then he really falls off. Jet Lawrence and Chase Sexton and Ferrandis were so far ahead of everybody this weekend. It wasn't even close how far ahead they were. I was pretty impressed with Ferrandis. I know he actually rides pretty good at Unadilla. So I kind of forgot how good he rides at Unadilla until that first moto happened, and then he was all over Jet Lawrence at the end of the moto and caught him up. Ferrandis always makes the racing interesting. It sucks to it was shitty to see Sexton go down like he usually does. Even though he's out of the championship and Jet's already won it. It would have been nice to see Sexton finally just get that moto win over Lawrence or Ferrandis, but it didn't end up happening. I think the only way Jet's going to lose a race this year is if he goes down in the first turn or, God forbid, he hurts himself. That's the only way this kid's going to lose. I think he's going to have a perfect season, no doubt, and I can't wait to see him at Budds Creek and Ironman. But yeah, Unadilla was a blast. The track was amazing. The crowd was so loud. It's insane how quick these guys go. Like at the speeds they're racing, it is pretty fucking insane. Well, it took us a couple laps. We're finally in the lead here. I didn't even realize. We're just kind of rambling on. I don't know how like Kellen can sit here and talk about like the races all day, not stutter or mess anything up. That guy's commentating skills are incredible. Mine are kind of doo-doo. I'm usually good at just playing the game and raging. It did rain for 10 to 20 minutes, just a light sprinkle. I forget which race was during, but luckily it wasn't a downpour because I went to Unadilla in like 2018 or whatever, and it downpoured. No umbrellas, and we were just fucking soaked. The last one did get delayed by like 10 minutes or so because of the lightning warning. And then, of course, RJ Hampshire, I don't know what happened to him, but I seen him ride off with a neck brace, so I hope I'm guessing he's probably done for the year. I hope he doesn't have any serious injuries because that's pretty shitty if he does. But yeah, I hope he comes back okay for Supercross or in the future whenever he does come back. Oh my god, this section's so rough. If I had the deformation on max, this track would be totally destroyed. Oh, I railed the shit out of that. It was awesome to see Jimmy Dakotas on the two-stroke. Every time he went by anywhere on the track, everybody was just cheering him on. That was pretty cool to see. I think he was the only guy in a two-stroke, if I'm not mistaken. Ah, shit. I actually got my hat signed by Cincerillo and Forkner. That was kind of cool. First time I ever really met any American motocross rider, had them sign stuff, so I was pretty hyped about that. But anyways, now we're going to see if we can get a good lap in here because I've been kind of rambling on. And when I start talking about shit, I don't know what I'm saying. I just start doing terrible laps. So let's try and get a good lap in. I don't know what a good lap time would be. This track has such a nice flow to it, man. The berms are built... Okay, that light can get out of here. The berms are built so nicely. The track's pretty rough, but not over the top. The elevation on the Unadilla has always been pretty remarkable. Here we go, another... Oh my god, that's... I'll never get tired of hitting the sky shot. That is insane. Fuck! Let's launch this shit. I'm probably gonna go down here now. Pace my balls off. This track's just so nice. So nice to look at. Everything about it is pretty much perfect. Jet Lawrence actually almost crashed in this race, in this corner coming up here. I did get it on video. That's probably like the worst mistake Jet's made since High Point, which is crazy to think about how perfect he's riding. This start straight, it was so, I got a bunch of 6 shots sitting to the right there, as they are flying. It's, the TV doesn't do it justice of how how steep the elevations on this track and how fast everybody's going. It's pretty insane. But yeah, that's Unadilla. That's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching Unadilla. Awesome track, best one in the game so far, and I don't think it's gonna be beaten. It was an awesome race in real life, and yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, take care.